if you wanted to go about changing your firm to being radical, what were some of the things that you need to think about or consider doing moving forward? Well, I think you first have to say, okay, I'm going to be the change agent and I'm going to own it, because what you're going to start doing is not easy. And you know that if you're a firm of one, sometimes you're even fighting yourself, right? Because you're like, oh, I know I should do this, but, I have those conversations sometimes, right, with myself. But the idea being is that if you're going to be a change agent, you have to own it, because it's not going to be easy. And you're going to have to get everybody on board in your firm and get them all moving in the same direction, which we know is not easy. You're going to have to think about what it really is going to be required from a commitment standpoint. What are you going to need to learn? What are you going to need to purchase? All those commitments, and kind of map them out just so that you don't go in being, blindsided. And you're going to need to know, what kind of support you're going to need. And when I say support, it might be from people on your team, or it might be from a community on LinkedIn, or it might be from the community within Build.com, right? So that you get the support you need to make these changes in your firm, because you're not going to be able to do it by yourself. Absolutely, it'll get done, but you kind of need that emotional support, because it's a big undertaking. Not to scare you to not do it, but just realize that it's not as easy as flipping the switch, because, once you start down that path, all of a sudden there's 10 other paths that need to be addressed with anything in a firm. So to just set the expectation correctly. And you're going to have to think about, are you willing to change your mindset, right? And are you willing to address other people's changes in mindset? Are you willing to change all your processes? Because once you start down this road, you'll realize how you need to change these processes, how you're going to get that acceptance across your firm. And I think finally, which we don't give ourselves enough credit for, at least I don't, is to have the patience to allow things to change, because nothing happens overnight. And I'm one of those people who wanted it to happen yesterday. I mean, mind you, look, I've been in the cloud for 9 years now, and I still don't get how everyone hasn't bought into it, right? And so to just give yourself time to have that patience, to know that things are changing, but they might move slower than what you want them to.